Hey, what's up, guys? This is Sade with Third Generation Conjure, and I am coming back with another video. So, I wanted to talk about what's going on with the shop, and I also said that I will make a video about the process of work. Okay, so a lot of times people want to jump directly into a particular work when there are steps that should be taken prior to doing so. So this week I stated that we would talk about love drawing work this week. But with that being said, it's also important for us to go over a couple of points before we get into that type of work. Okay. So we previously talked about, working with our ancestors is what we started with, and also cleansing and protection work. And also, briefly, we talked about road opener work. So, when I speak of that, when I speak of a process of work, sometimes people just want to jump straight into love drawing work or straight into whatever kind of work without doing the steps that need to be taken. Okay, so this is what this video is about. And I also wanted to just make a statement because I did say I was going to try to get my mom to do a video, but she's kind of old school, guys. So a lot of the things that I talk about in my videos are things that her and I have discussed. So I'm kind of like speaking on things that she may tell me to bring up or things that she may want me to speak about. Like today, I made a post about the smell of the oils. Okay, so I did want to touch base on that too. So none of the oils have a bad smell, but we don't use any kind of synthetic fragrance or anything in our oil. So some people, they'll go to a particular botanica or a particular vendor and they're used to these highly fragrant oils. When sometimes, you know, those vendors that you're going to, they're not putting per se the herbs and so forth that go for each particular work. So certain herbs for money, certain herbs for love drawing, certain herbs for road opening, etc. A lot of times, I'm not saying everyone, because I know there are some people who have authentic products, but sometimes when you find these oils in local botanicas and so forth, they're nothing but fragrance and mineral oil. Okay, so if you get some, road opening or love drawing oil from us, it may not have that same scent as you may find in a local botanica because we don't use any kind of synthetic fragrance. So the fragrances that you guys are smelling in the oils or powders or whatever it is that you buy, or the fragrances from the herbs and from any kind of essential oils that we use in our products, because we do not use any synthetic material, any kind of synthetic fragrance or anything like that. We strictly use natural herbs and essential oils. So I did just want to briefly touch on that. Y'all, there may be a loop in this video because I had to edit it because there was a point that I forgot to make while doing the video. So I did want to talk about using different products together. And I'm talking about different products from different companies, different botanicas. Okay, so I've seen where people may use our oil with another company, and I'm not discriminating against any other practitioners or any of their products, but I don't think I never, even before we launched this company, I never used oils from different people. I'll find someone that whose products work the way that I want them to work, and I'll stick with that particular person. But typically, the products that we make, they tended to work better. So we mostly made our own oils and so forth. Which I'm not to say that I haven't used anyone else's oils. I have, but you don't know, what deity or what they're working with these oils and so forth that they're making. Okay, so if you're getting a spiritual healing candle from someone else, and then you're getting spiritual healing oil from us, and you're combining the two, your results may not be the same. So you may say, hey, I got some healing oil from third generation conjure, and it worked just fine, but when I mixed it with this person over here's candle, I didn't get the same effect. And like I said, I'm not bashing any other companies or so forth, but try not to mix products, and that way you don't get you'll know what works best for you. So I did just want to make that point, because if you're mixing different products with different people's energy who are making these products, your results may not be the same. Okay, so and like my mom was saying, she told me to make the post today, either you want them to smell good or you want them to work. So with me, I would prefer that they work versus the smell of them. Okay, so yeah, so I just wanted to go over the process of working. Okay, so when you begin any kind of work, I always say that you need to get some kind of divination done. Now, I had someone ask me a question like, do I have to give divination on everything that I do? Like, I keep a working candle on my altar. We keep a working candle on our altar that we burn every day, for, maybe for protection. It may be for business. And we don't do a divination on that every day for something, for work that we do on a daily basis. Now, if we're going to do any kind of ritual work or, any other type of work like that, or even if we're doing work for clients, then we will do divination to see if we're taking the right steps or how the work is going to take if we do this particular work. Okay, so with the process of work, I always state, before doing any kind of spiritual work, you need to make sure that you're cleansed. You need to make sure that you're protected. And we've discussed this in previous videos. Right here I have the 13 herb bath. Okay, and this is the size that we're offering now for 13 days. Okay, so if you are trying to do some work, let's just give an example since we're talking about it this week. You're trying to do some work for love. You may require some uncrossing. You may need to do some kind of uncrossing or spiritual healing or cleansing to remove any kind of negative energy, any kind of negative attachments from you. Okay, so if you require uncrossing work and we say, hey, take a 13 herb bath for 13 days, it's a process. You need to take that 13 herb bath for 13 days before any other kind of work is begun. That's even with, spiritual healing work and so forth. And as we previously discussed in our previous videos with cleansing, anytime you do a cleansing, you're removing any kind of negative energy, any kind of negative attachments from you. You always want to replace it. And that's where your protection work comes in, and that's where your conditioned oils come in. So most of the time when almost all the time when I have someone reach out to me saying, they're beginning the journey, their spiritual journey or so forth, or they're beginning the work in, in hoodoo or, so forth, I will tell them, cleansing, when you get out of the bath, follow up with your protection. And this is Fiery Wall. We have other protection oils, but this is Fiery Wall. This is one of my go-tos that I use all the time. Okay, so then after that, after you do your cleansing, after your protection, then it's time for some road opening. Okay, and I know a lot of people really sometimes don't know what road opener work is. Road opener work is to remove any kind of blockages that you may have, also to open up new opportunities, open up new doors. And sometimes you can do cleansing, you can do protection, and then you do road opening, and then you may not even have to do anything else or any kind of money drawing, love drawing. Things may just start working out for you and may just start opening up for you. So the process that I follow and the process that I was taught: cleansing, protection, road opening. And also, like I stated, divination. So if you're getting into, love drawing, etc., any kind of work like that, I always recommend you get some divination to make sure that you are doing the type of work that you need, you know, because you may be doing money drawing work and your money may be in a state of fluctuation, or you know, just no money coming in because you need to do some cleansing and you need to do some road opening, you know. So sometimes that you know, that'll be the trick and that'll do the job. But I always recommend these steps in this process before embarking on any other kind of work, especially when you're doing any kind of crossing work and so forth. Even with that, you always want to make sure to be cleansed and protected at all times, cleansing before, cleansing after, and so forth, just to make sure that you're not getting any of that work attached to you, especially if it's some kind of crossing work or some kind of baneful work. Okay, so and like I stated, we're going to go over, you know, some particular things that I see with love work, okay, and the different types of uses for different types of oil, because there are several different types of uses, so forth, as far as Jezebel, if you're doing attraction, if you're doing, you know, love drawing oil, if you're doing come to me boy, come to me girl, etc. So, you know, some of those are when you're trying to target someone in particular, or it may be in general if you're just trying to draw a particular person into your life. Okay, and I also had a question about, you know, your work not working. And I did a video on this not too long, you know, a couple weeks ago, you know, some things why your work may not be taken and why your work may not be working for you. So I'm not going to go over those points because I have done a video, but I had someone ask about that today. You know, as far as when I made a post about the fragrance of the oils and so forth, that they're not perfume oils, they are hoodoo oils. And I had a particular person ask, you know, what if they're wearing this oil and nothing's happening for them. And a lot of times what I see a lot is people questioning their work, or they're thinking too much about it. You know, I know a lot of people need kind of like a step-by-step process because they're not familiar with the work, but sometimes, you know, you're overthinking it can put blockages in your work. So even if you are doing road opener, this is firewall of protection, but even if you are doing road opening, then you can still put blockages in your work even after you did the road open. If you're sitting there constantly saying, hey, when is it going to work? How is it going to work, etc., you're putting blockages in that work. So even if you do the road opening, you're still constantly putting blockage after blockage in your work. And, you know, like here, I got the firewall of protection. I didn't tell you guys what I had up here, but this is firewall of protection floor wash. And this is another layer of protection. We talked about layers of protection. This is a layer, and this is a layer. So, you know, cleansing your house, cleansing your home, putting another layer of protection in your home. And right here we have the road opening candle. Okay, so I just wanted to put some products up here so, you know, you guys can see and have a visual of, you know, the things that I'm talking about. But yeah, so we'll get into... probably tomorrow I'll do a video talking about the different types of oils and their usages, you know, such as oils you may use for lust situations, oils you may use for reconciliation, different oils that are, you know, products or powders, you know, baths that you may use for drawing someone new or working on someone that you're already currently in a relationship with. And then we'll explain and we'll discuss some drawbacks of different type of love work. But so guys, our website has launched, so you can still shop on our Etsy, but we have taken the free shipping off of Etsy, you know, just due to all of the egregious fees. And on our shop, we offer, on our website, we offer free shipping over $50, and the prices are a bit cheaper on our website than the Etsy shop. But if you're more comfortable shopping on Etsy, we'll still sell on Etsy because we do have a lot of customers that are just familiar with Etsy and more comfortable with it. But you know, you can shop at our website. It is www.thirdgenerationconjure.com, and you guys go over there and sign up for our newsletter, because I'll be posting blog posts and so forth on there as well, and that'll also give you emails on new products that we may launch, and also any kind of discounts or sales that we may be running. That'll also come to your email. And we will be starting to offer work for our clients pretty soon, in the next couple weeks, and because we've got an overwhelming request for it. So we're going to start offering some work and some spiritual services. So just stay tuned to our website for that. And I'll also post things on our social media. So you can like us on Facebook. It's Third Generation Conjure. Follow our Instagram if you haven't already. It's Third Generation Conjure. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.